Josh Green here for Tungsten Tales. Delighted to be joined by Scott Marsh for the first time in a while. First time seeing you since Lakeside. How you been doing, mate?
Yeah, very good, thanks. Very good. Busy.
Good to hear. And yes, busy. We've seen you on the Challenge Tour. We've seen you on the
Mm.
Pro Tour and on the WDF circuit as well. There's a lot of
Yep.
darts going on at the moment, isn't there?
It's really good for the amateur game at the minute. Um, this I've just been at the ADC this weekend in Manchester. Really well run, really nice setup, big halls, lot of space around you. That was good. WDF obviously and that and then PDC stuff. So yeah, it's really good place if you haven't got a tour card and you can keep busy.
Hmm. I was gonna say for the players outside that 128, there are so many options now. You say over in Manchester with the ADC at the weekend, but
Yeah.
you've got choices every weekend. There's one, two, three tournaments on, and you can choose where you
Mm.
want to go.
You can, yeah, you can, and it's managing yourself as to where you go because it's tiring traveling around and not being at home in your own bed and
Yeah.
stuff. So that's yeah, that's what we're finding at the minute. It's difficult, yeah.
Hmm. Are you finding you're having to manage your time a little bit more? The more tournaments you're playing, obviously you're playing a bit in the live league as well.
Yeah,
There's You're playing an awful lot of darts and you're not even in a position where you've got a tour card. You've still got to manage your time, haven't you?
completely. Fit. I don't work a lot, but fit the little bit of work that I am doing at the minute in as
Mm,
well. Time with the families. It's half term at the minute. The kids are off.
mhm,
You know, and you're away virtually every weekend. So it is difficult. Yeah.
mm. Well, let's talk about that Pro Tour. I'm sure some people will have seen you on the stream playing Florian Hempel. Obviously the result didn't go its way, but so much experience just being in that room with all those great players, I'm sure.
Of course, yeah. Practicing, you're practicing on the boards there, and all they're all fantastic players there. And yeah, it was great to play on that stream. The first time I've been on the stream,
Mm,
um, and I thought I had a bit of a chance when I drew Florian. I know he's a good player, but I can beat him. And yeah, I just let him get too far ahead of me, which is a shame because I was coming back well at him. You just can't miss,
mm.
can't miss against these players.
But I'm sure plenty you'll learn from that. Obviously, you've been on the stream, which is sort of equivalent to TV in some ways. There's a lot of pressure being on those streams and facing a
Yeah.
player that won quite a few matches at the World Championships in December as well in Hempel.
Mm. Yeah, he hits a lot of two treble visits. That's what it felt like. He just hit 140 every throw against me. But yeah, great experience. It is different, obviously, because you've got the camera. It's a similar setup to Moda, so I'm kind of used to that. Um, but yeah, it's just great, and it's just
Mm.
enjoyable.
How would you compare the Challenge Tour and the Pro Tour? Obviously, the standard will be much higher on the Pro Tour.
Mm.
Um, but in terms of the setup and everything, obviously the PDC are looking to feed those Challenge Tour players into the Pro Tour. Do you see those comparisons?
Yeah. Um, Standard wise, obviously, standards a lot higher on the Pro Tour. You've got Van Gogh and everyone. Um, but I find the challenge tours tougher just because you've got two in a day, so you're early start, you don't finish till late. You've got three in a weekend, so you're playing five or six. Um, and yeah, just like the fatigue side of it, the
Mm.
pro tours are easier, and right, for win two games, it's X amount. The you're playing more singular games, if you know what I mean, rather than a whole competition. Pro tour, for
Yeah.
me, I'm going there and just I'll win this game and you get this, win this next game and you get that. So um, yeah, I mean obviously it's just a lot busier at Challenge Tour as well.
Mm.
A lot more people around.
Yeah. I think something that's been brought up quite a few times regarding the Pro Tour is the first round losers money, and obviously not getting any money for losing in the first round. For players that come in last minute, like yourself from the Challenge Tour, is that in any way a frustration that you turn up and you're dedicated to that day of Pro Tour and you don't get that money?
It's a competition though, isn't it? Should you be getting money for just turning up? If I had a tour card, yeah, of course you'd like that, but you'd like to think that you'd be getting past the first rounds more often. That, you know, just going there just to get, I think 250 quid's been stated, but going there just for that, you want more, don't you? That's you know, that's not going to make me be able to give up work, for example.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. We'll reflect a little bit on the WDF World Championships as well. Obviously, your first time on a big TV stage, and the first match on that stage was against James Richardson, and probably you'd have to pick it out as one of the top matches of the tournament. Really, really good match to watch. How much did you enjoy that experience?
It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. Obviously, it was like stated, the crowds weren't there and that, but the atmosphere was absolutely brilliant. It was just, the first time I played in anything like that, which was great. I wasn't particularly nervous. I was just more excited to get out and play. I knew that I had a really tough game in James. This is one of the hardest draws you could have had. Thankfully it didn't go to that last leg.
No. Does it give you a buzz to want to be back on that stage? Because making a TV debut on such a famous stage like Lakeside, does it give you the buzz to want to be back?
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to be back there. Whether it's going to be there or somewhere else, I don't know. The decision's been made yet. I can't wait to go and play again. It was really good experience. I thought I was unlucky perhaps to run into Andy in the second round, the way he played. He didn't play like that the next night, but that's darts. You've got to take it on the chin. He played really well, and fair play, 103 average I think he had. So if I'd have played against a lot of the others, I think I could have won, with the way I was playing. So yeah, it was great.
I think the majority of the feedback for the tournament in general was pretty positive. It's the first World Championship the WDF have put on. Would you agree with that? And do you say it was just a positive experience for yourself?
Yeah, really, really positive. I think the standard was better than quite a few people were expecting. I think, because there was a lot of debutants in there. They played really well. Really happy for Bolt to get to the final. I've known him a long time. He's a nice guy. It was really good.
And do you think the WDF will learn from what they did? They're obviously taken that first World Championship, and they'll be able to improve it, and it'll be able to grow, and hopefully we'll see an even better tournament next time it's held.
Yeah, I think, this year's looking like it's going to be a strong field. We've got Yellow coming in. Neil's just won over there in Australia, playing well, full of confidence. James Hull's playing well. There's a few good ones. So yeah, I think it's going to be the men's going to be a good standard.
Certainly think so. Well, yeah, thank you very much for your time, Scott. Really appreciate it, and
cheers.
I'm sure we'll catch up later in the year when there's plenty more trophies in the cabinet, we hope.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Cheers very much.